Hey guys, it's me, 80s Run Football guys, Champions League reaction. Guys, we have a lot to discuss, guys. Tomorrow live stream is gonna be big, guys. Live stream tomorrow is gonna be massive, massive, guys. Let's start with the Bayern game. Bayern won, Villarreal won. Guys, I'm surprised. I am genuinely surprised to see Bayern Munich go out in the Champions League in this kind of fashion. Ton of respect have to be given to Villarreal. Villarreal are literally 2 games away from making Champions League history. Villarreal managed to do the improbable. They scored in this game. And almost towards the end, you know. And you gotta give credit to Villarreal, you know. As for Bayern Munich, guys, Bayern Munich have been very, very, very average this season. I think this has to be one of the worst Bayern seasons we have seen in recent history. And and the reason why they've been so mediocre for their standards is the fact that they just didn't look great, you know. And my thing about this is that Bayern Munich, if all the players in the world, you have Lewandowski, Müller, Gnabry, Sane, Goretzka, Kimmich, you have all the talented players, but the players just didn't really show up today. They just didn't. And yes, I know Lewandowski scored in the day, and obviously he did. Obviously, it should be. But the thing is, Villarreal, they always pose a threat on the counter attack. And as I said before, guys, Bayern's defense looked very, very shaky. Bayern's defense, I think, has been one of the reasons why they've been so underwhelming this season. And I just think that Nagelsmann, for me, is just not the man for Bayern. He just isn't. And the fact that we're not going to see a Bayern versus Liverpool is devastating because, guys, guys, I'm a La Liga fan. I'm a Barca fan and everything. And technically, I shouldn't be supporting Bayern, right? But I wanted to see a Bayern Liverpool game so badly, man. And I just think that for now, Liverpool just have a very favorable task against Villarreal. Obviously, I'll get more on my preview later on, but Bayern Munich, man, they just look average. And I'll be honest with you guys, even if they did get past Villarreal, honestly, I don't know if they would have done much against Liverpool because they didn't look great today. I mean, they just looked lethargic, average on the day. And the amount of shots they had, you had 23 shots. 23 shots. And you still only had one big chance. And this is worrying for Bayern Munich, as I said, is that I just don't think the back three is the way to go. And let's be real, guys. Lewandowski has always been the guy. Another player that I also think has been very underwhelming has been Muller. I think Muller's just been very, very on and off. And you got to get rid of this Villarreal team. They defended like warriors on the day. Paul Torres, Albiol had a monster game on the back. Dan Juma missed a huge chance, and Villarreal just can counter you easily. And you can see what they did. They knocked out Juventus. They knocked out Bayern Munich. They could even knock out Liverpool. They could knock them out. And remember, guys, they already have a statement over EPL by beating United in the Europa League final on penalties. So let's not make it. Let's not forget that, okay? And as I said, guys, for Bayern Munich, man, they just look on and off. And like I said, guys, they really shouldn't be in this position where they need to win the home game, right? And like I said, guys, for Bayern Munich, man, is just very, very disappointing to see. And I think for Bayern, they just need a rehaul. I think over the summer, we need to see them really get the center back position because for me, I just don't really think that center backs has been a good stroke. Because the thing is, like, the only real center backs you have are Upamecano. Sula, I just don't think is good. He's going to leave this summer. Then you got Lucas Hernandez, who's more of a left back. Then you got Pavard, who isn't really a center back. He's a right back, but he's not really that good as a center back. In my opinion, he's average. Bayern needed another world class center back, and I think letting go of David Alaba was such a big disappointment. Even maybe Jerome Boateng as well. And so for Bayern Munich, man, Nagelsmann, man, I just don't understand why he's doing these kind of tactics. Why do you just stick with the 4-2-3-1? Just as it used to be. And you can see how Bayern overperformed in the group stage. Bayern were amazing in the group stage, beating likes of Barcelona, Benfica, Dynamo Kiev. But in all fairness, guys, Bayern have never really been challenged, And the first time they actually came up against a proper challenge, they lost. So it just shows how good, it just shows the levels of Bayern Munich and how they need to redo. As for Villarreal, man, you got to give a ton of credit to them. And they're in the semifinals, man. They're in the semifinals, and they'll be facing the winner of Liverpool Benfica. And so, like I said, Lewandowski got the goal there, Muller getting the assist there, and then Chukwueze scoring a rapid counterattack from Jeremiah, and I think Alphonso Davies came on just a minute before, and Alphonso Davies, you could argue, is actually at fault for that goal. But nonetheless, guys, Bayern Munich are out of the Champions League, And it's a very big disappointment because I would have loved to have seen a Bayern Liverpool semifinal. That would have been amazing. Absolutely amazing. Now we have the other game, which I think everyone else was talking about the other game. That is Real Madrid versus Chelsea. And the reason why I'm making this video so late is because the Real Chelsea game went into extra time, and Real Madrid managed to pull through just about. And I said this before, guys. Real Madrid is a team that just doesn't play well at home. They're not a home team by any means. Guys, let's not forget here this, guys. Real Madrid were literally dominated by PSG for most of that time. I don't care. They were dominated. The only reason they pulled through is because PSG just loves to choke. PSG are choke merchants. And I'm not trying to disrespect Real Madrid. I'm just trying to be honest with you guys. And for Chelsea in particular, it was a very competitive game. The first leg, it was very competitive. And you could see how much Chelsea really gave it the best effort, despite the scoreline being very flattering to Real Madrid. As I said, Real Madrid just took their chances, and Benzema was really the difference. Whereas Chelsea, they didn't take their chances. Like Havertz missed a chance. I think Lukaku missed a chance. Aspilicueta, I think, like some other players you could think at the top of your head. But the point being is that Chelsea weren't clinical, right? And you got to give a ton of credit to Chelsea because in this for literally for most of the game they were very dominant. Mason Mount scored the goal. Rudiger scored from a header there. Marcus Alonso even had a goal disallowed. Timo Werner scored as well. It was just craziness. Real Madrid just looked really, really bad defensively. And you gotta give credit to Ancelotti, man, because he brought out some youngsters off the bench, like Camavinga, Marcelo, Rodrigo, and the substitutes paid off. You know, Luka Modric put a great assist there for Rodrigo there. Marcelo got in the build-up for the play. And I will say this right now, guys. As far as the Marcus Alonso goal goes, I think that should stand. But I don't think the Rudiger goal should count because that wasn't supposed to be a corner. So if I'm being objective with you guys, I think what should have happened was that the Rudiger goal shouldn't have counted, but Alonso goal should have counted. I think that's how it should have been. And so I guess it balances out. And then Christian Pulisic came off the bench. He missed a lot of big chances. And Vasquez came on. Nacho got injured. Camavinga got a yellow card. And then a great assist there from Vinicius Jr. for Karim Benzema, who heads it in the 96th minute. Then there was a little scuffle right at the end of like second half of extra time. And Chelsea loses on aggregate, you know. And I think the first leg is what really costed them, guys, is that they gave it their best effort. They won away from home, which was amazing. But ultimately, it's just the fact that they lost. And you gotta go credit to Real Madrid, man. This is a team that never gives up, even when the chips are down, guys. And this is what Benzema brings. He is such a quality player. And even as a Barca fan, I gotta be honest with you guys. I'm trying to be, obviously I'm not really obviously it's hard for me to talk about Real Madrid because some people say, oh, you're biased and everything like that. If I'm being objective, Benzema is so brilliant. You got to give credit to Benzema. He stood up in this game and delivered 4 goals against Chelsea. He scored 4 goals. Imagine if Benzema doesn't play for Real Madrid. Where would Real Madrid be this season? Because let's be real, guys. This season has been Benzema. Benzema has been the savior for Real Madrid. He's been carrying them time and time again, and not just in La Liga. It's almost like what Messi's did, but he's carried them even in the Champions League as well. I haven't seen Messi. Messi hasn't really been doing this in the last couple of seasons, right? Maybe you could argue the 18 and 19 season to some extent, but this has just even been better. Like this is even crazier. Like this could honestly be the greatest single player. This could be the greatest single player can contribute in a Champions League campaign. And for Real Madrid, man, they look really bad defensively. Defensively, they look woeful, guys. I think for me, Nacho Fernandez didn't have a good game. David Alaba didn't have a good game. Carvajal was even playing as a center back. Mendy was terrible in the day. Just defensively, they looked really bad. And with Nacho coming back Militao coming back for the semifinal, that's gonna be very crucial because I'm telling you this right now, guys. Real Madrid, when it comes to aerial duels, are so bad. They cannot deal with aerial duels, and that is what Barcelona capitalized upon in that El Clasico. We scored 2 goals from the headers, and they did the same thing too, where Rudiger scored the header there, right? And so I think for Chelsea in particular, they're going to be devastated they didn't make it to the through. But I think for Chelsea in particular, I think this is a good achievement though. For them to go away at the Bernabeu and actually win 3-2 is incredible, guys. It's incredible. And even though Real Madrid, as I said, they're more of an away team than a home team, they actually play a lot better than they are at away than when it comes to at home. I'll be honest with you guys, Real Madrid are going to have to improve significantly. Because I'm telling you this right now, guys, if they face Manchester City, oh man, it could be really bad. It could be really, really bad if they face Manchester City. Now, if they play Atletico Madrid, I'm gonna say this right now, guys. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. If we get a Madrid derby in the semis, Real is winning the Champions League. I'm gonna say that right now. That's what I believe. And the reason why I say that is because I told you guys before, guys. When it comes to Champions League finals, Real Madrid is just a different animal. Real Madrid, when it comes to finals, are just mentality machine. They're a machine in the final, guys. And I know this is a Barca fan. They don't lose many finals, guys. They win finals. And I just don't know if Liverpool have what it takes. Now, maybe if Villarreal makes the final, then perhaps they could challenge. But we need, if we, like I said, Real Madrid, they need to hope that Atletico advance tomorrow. They need to hope so. And so we'll see what happens, man. Like I said, guys, it's just my quick reaction. Remember, guys, tomorrow we'll be doing my live stream. We'll go a bit more in depth. Talk about all four of the games of the Champions League, and it'll be very, very fascinating. I got to give a ton of credit to Real Madrid for coming back in this game. And got to give credit to Ancelotti for being Camavinga off the bench, bringing in Marcelo, bringing on Rodrigo as well. Good changes indeed. And as for Chelsea, man, I think it's the first leg that really costed them here. And yeah, man. So that's pretty much it for today, guys. Hope you guys did enjoy this video, guys. Comment down below your thoughts in the comment section below. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If you're new around here, comment down below your thoughts. Like this video if you did enjoy. And I'll see you guys later. Peace out.